What's going on, guys? I'm Dan, this is Scented Waters, and today we have a review for you from the house of Valentino. But before we go any further, how about you hit the like button, hit the subscribe, and hit that bell. So Valentino's had a great run with their Valentino Uomo Intense. With all that success, they came out with Uomo Noir Absolu. Before we get into the fragrance, how about we get into the notes? For the top notes, you have cinnamon and pepper. For the mid notes, you have incense and olibanum. And for the base, you have sandalwood. I'm sure there's more notes in that, but that's all I can find at this moment. When it comes to the bottle, nice looking type of bottle with a gold trim on it, Valentino on the front. This is a tester bottle that I paid for off of fragrancenet.com at the time. I think it was 55 bucks. I don't think they have that deal anymore, but you can still check. I'll leave the link in the description area. Black bottle with all the designs on it and the gold trim, sexy. When it comes to the sprayer, you have a nice, okay stream. It still gives a good, nice little mist, but it's kind of narrow. When it comes to the smell itself, you do get a slight powdery, cinnamon, incense type of vibe. And I've tested it quite a few times. It does mature a little bit to a slight powdery aspect. I have smelled the Uomo Intense, and that one seems chocolatey and slight powdery, when this one just has that more of an incense vibe that gives it more of a maturity, I feel. And it does dry down to a slight powderiness, but not too much where it's overbearing, where it just seems too feminine or too childish or whatnot. This fragrance is great, I feel, for more of a nighttime setting, a more formal type setting. I think it also works for a great date night fragrance, but not like a first date situation. More like you've been into the relationship for probably a month or so, and it's a cool night and you want to wear this. Now, once the fragrance dries down a little bit more, it does get a little bit more creamier when it comes to the incense and cinnamon. When I wore this fragrance, it was more for like a date night and also a formal party that we had, and it wore great. I had good compliments on this fragrance. It smells real good after it dries down for a little bit. It does get a slight powderiness to it, but it still stays mature and slightly creamy. The longevity on this did last me at least a good 7 hours. The projection was about 2 hours. It is a rich fragrance. I feel it is a little daring for some people. So if you're not really into incense, I would suggest, if you can get your nose on it by testing it, by getting a sample, find one of those fragrance groups, see if you can get a sample of it. Seasons that I feel that this fragrance would work great for would be a cold fall night, or even the wintertime, a cold wintertime. During the summertime and spring, I feel that this is too cloying. If you were to wear it in the office, 1-2 sprays max. Giving this a scale rating 1 out of 10, I give this a good 7.5. I have other fragrances that I like better than this one, but this one is a solid fragrance in my eyes. Once again, this is a tester bottle. I would check online again on FragranceNet, because the tester for this one was about 52 bucks when I picked it up. I think I said 55 earlier, but it was actually 52 and change. But shop around, I think you can really find this one for a good deal. So all in all, Noir Absolute, I feel, is a great fragrance, especially when you have the more mature nose, or like the more mature scents as in incense and peppers in them that don't seem as youthful. So there you go, guys. That's my take on Valentino Uomo Noir Absolute. Let me know in the comment sections, have you smelled this fragrance? Do you have it? What are your thoughts about it? Once again, this is a great wintertime fragrance, so if you have a chance to pick it up for the cheap, get it. Don't forget to hit the like button, hit the subscribe, and hit that bell. Valentino Uomo Noir Absolute, great fragrance, great bottle. But at the end of the day, still scented water.